Last month, the long-held trend changed in the southern border. Mexican nationals are no longer at the top of the list of those detained by Border Patrol for illegal entry. This was just one of several trends highlighted by the CBP commissioner during a Senate hearing. Channel 5's Valerie Gonzalez brings us those details.
Guatemalans exceeded the number of people stopped by Border Patrol in November. Despite the proximity to Mexico, over 3,000 more Guatemalans tried crossing the U.S.-Mexico border last month. Many are requesting asylum through a system the feds say is overwhelmed. The number of people crossing the border is on the rise. It's not at historic levels, but the makeup changed.
To put this in perspective, we will more than double last year's record number of family units at this rate.
This is different than what CBP saw 10 years ago, said Commissioner Kevin McAleenan before a committee of senators. They built their facilities to handle that type of group.
Our infrastructure is incompatible with this reality. Our Border Patrol stations and ports of entry were built to handle mostly male single adults in custody, not families or children.
As a result, they're having to release families quicker. Repatriation is complicated due to many are from Central American countries.
The disparate treatment under the Trafficking Victims Protection and Reauthorization Act, still a critical statute, but it allows for children arriving from Mexico and Canada to be repatriated, but not from other countries, including those in Central America.
Senator Durbin pointed out legal avenues like the Central American Minor Program. That program allowed children to apply for asylum without making the dangerous trek to the border. The current presidential administration ended it. Of those who end up at the nation's ports, there's still an asylum gap they'll need to clear in the future.
These weaknesses in our laws now represent the most significant factors impacting border security, and they include the asylum gap, where approximately 80% of individuals meet the initial credible fear bar in the asylum process, while only 10 to 20% are found to have valid asylum claims at the end of their immigration court proceedings.
McAleenan stated that only 1.5% of families so far from Central America apprehended in 2017 were repatriated. The commissioner proposed several solutions, supporting the Central American governments financially to improve quality of life, work with the Mexican administration to address transnational criminal organizations targeting migrants, and investing more on border security, including a modern border wall system, technology, and more agents and CBP officers. For a link to the full hearing, you can head over to our CARE TV website after the newscast. In the studio, Valerie Gonzalez, Channel 5 News at 6.